plenty of time to think about it, after all. Chained to a wall, scraping condensation from the stone with my tongue, a knife's edge from death. Drowning in the monotony, drip, drip, drip. There was a leaking pipe at the top of the cell, just out of reach, never abating, drip, drip, drip. For years it fell. At my lowest, I begged the guards to puncture my eardrums for relief. Then years of exile, forced to live off scraps and discarded victuals of the low when you couldn't even tolerate my presence rotting beneath the city. Cast out into the wild, not even a cloak to my back with wolves at every turn. But that was your biggest mistake. You should have never let me out of your sight. Well, now, the prodigal child returns, and the knife is to your throat. Look into my eyes. Look into them! Do you see penance? Do you see regret, pity? For there is none. The gods will smile as blood pours from your neck. None shall weep, for this was set in motion years ago when you cast me out!
Jesus fucking Christ!
Shit, Dad, I'm so sorry.
Tea?
I'm so sorry. I didn't think anyone was going to be here.
What, you're a fucking saint or something? Now what I thought I was going to do this time.
I'm mortified.
Sorry, escape was a bit of a shock, is all. Did you bring a smoke machine here?
You can't ever tell anyone about this.
Just surprised didn't choke. The side shops don't have the worst ventilated basement now.
Oh.
Take at me grave, man. What the fuck were you doing?
It's not.
Tima, I've seen a lot of out in my time. I didn't know that it was dark out or what, but certainly wasn't out. How am I? I won't tell.
Look, I had some ideas for my character, and sometimes I find it better to act things out myself, to think what they might say.
So you're telling me, you sent my soul to make for some session prep? You're dedicated, like.
Well, more like backstory stuff, but yeah. Sorry again.
Told you, it's sound.
You did look a right tit jumping out your skin, like.
I alright.
And were you listening to Madonna?
Well, there's my insurance not to spill your secrets, eh?
Deal.
I'll make sure not to be late again, like. If that's what you do left to your own devices, the one brush of the Reaper's more than enough. Better get me blood sugar back up.
I felt stupid putting them out. I wasn't sure if anyone was coming.
I mean, seriously, kid. I was taking years off my life for that. I can't read. Shut. Let's go inside. They're flaking again.
As usual.
Apparently, the cat is having a crisis herself, and they need to take her back to psychologist.
Right. That bodes well.
Aye.
Have you heard anything from the usual crew?
Not. I thought we'd be here by now.
Seems like the session's a bust then.
Oh, okay, hang on.
No, this keeps happening. How many times in the last month have you managed to have even 5 of us?
Now, it's rough.
I mean, I sit on the ground yard 21 for the best part of an hour, and half the time we don't even get to play. It's ridiculous.
I reckon some of those buses are older than you are. Aye. It's crap. And I only live around the corner, but the prep does take a while. I'm excited for today.
Yeah, me too. Still not. Five more minutes and I'm calling it.
Okay, have a little
No,
think.
I'm serious, Dan. I'll just go home and watch some more Critical Role or something.
Well, we could... Nah. Do something just the two of us. Like, we always show up. It's shite having to cancel.
But how can we play without the others?
What about that backstory stuff you've been thinking about? Do a little solo prequel campaign.
Oh, Dan, man, I don't know.
Oh man, it'll be cool. Call it Origin Sessions or something. How Rady Exandros came to be.
Okay, that does sound pretty cool, like.
Aye? Well, let's crack on then. I can figure it out as we go along. So, How'd you? So then I was thinking, sure, Assassins plus Smite is pretty OP, especially with the guaranteed crit. But there must be a way to make it more cheesy, which is why eventually the five-way multi-class.
Yes. I was wondering when we were going to get to that place. Hi guys.
Because once I'd gone this far, I had to, yes, hi guys, I had to get to its endpoint. So yes, it would in theory take 16 levels to achieve, but...
16? We've been playing the campaign for over a year, and you're only level 7.
Because with those 16 levels, you've got room to add in 3 fighter and 4 cleric. The fighter obviously gives an action surge.
Obviously.
But my master stroke is with the cleric, because with Grave Domain, you've got Path to the Grave where you can curse an enemy with vulnerability to the next attack. So, hit him with that. Then the action surge to go again the same turn. Hit him with the guaranteed nat 20 that's beefed by the assassins. Throw in the smites, and the whole thing does double damage. And so according to my calculations, you should be able to do 378 damage in a single attack.
I've waited for 15 uninterrupted minutes for this.
I mean, that's a Tarask KO'd into those.
Well, it certainly packs a punch, like.
How late did you stay up working this out?
Oh, it took me several days.
Time well spent then.
Oh, absolutely.
But might miss something.
I highly doubt it.
Well, if you can't add rogue to that build?
Tim, I'm well acquainted with the multi-class specs, and I'm
No,
pretty sure...
no, I mean, you can't play rogue, because Jade would never let Diego have any competition.
They're right there, mates. There's only room in this town for one sneaky lad, and my man is it. So
Well,
what's your plan?
when your precious Diego was on the receiving end of a fireball to the face, he might reconsider.
Big fucking talk from a chicken drumstick with a magic wand.
What took you so long getting here anyways? Me too, giving up hope. We're about to pack up and gang in.
Jade's condition for listening to my backup character was that we stopped in Subway first.
I have never seen a sandwich artist look so confused. Him going on about divine smite while I'm trying to order an Italian herb.
I'm not sure I've ever seen a goth go to Subway before.
That's what I said. I mean, it's hardly the Yorkshire
And
noise,
artists
but then...
can still eat fresh.
Nice.
This isn't a sandwich. This is a reminder. But never fucking Right, this is foul.
So it looks like we might actually be able to play the campaign for once.
Well, the encounters aren't really balanced for 3 players.
Excellent. The risk of death will simply maximise our heroism.
You need a bard with a good starship. But if we can't play, it's not the end of the world.
Well, we got so close last time.
Please, Dan.
Alright, I can shove something together. I'll tell you what, mind. Back in the day, we wouldn't have been struggling to shove together a party like this. We used to pack this place out. Different times.
But this room fucking rings.
It was a bit of a sweatfest, like geek retreat on steroids.
Been a witch. Is there a funny spell in here?
Vent's gone again. Maybe we could dig out an old one-shot or something?
Oh, can we do another historical one? If we're not doing main campaign, I at least want some lore.
I'm not prepared anything.
Or main campaign, but Dan runs Calista, Barrett's the nominee.
Are you mental? She'd kill her if you even touched the character
She
sheet.
was like,
Once again, foolish emotions getting in the way of a good game.
Has anyone actually heard?
hello!
Speak of the devil, and she shall appear.
Yes, yes, the moment you've all been waiting for. I have arrived. You may be seated.
We weren't standing.
You took your time.
Oh, it was a long and arduous journey, young one. I'd rather not relive it.
Oh, that's fine.
Eh, well, if you insist. So, do you remember Steve? Well, I was walking along
Is
the
this
fence.
Whiskey Dick Steve or Cried Cruft Steve?
Crufts. Oh. Well, I was walking along the fell, and who do I see but Staffy Sopper himself? And I thought, absolutely not. He was an absolute nightmare to shake off the first time round, and I didn't want to rekindle that dumpster fire. So, I dove in a heavy height. Pardon you. So, I'm just to myself off, thinking I pulled an absolute blinder of a stealth mission, but who do I see browsing the Yorkshire pudding section but Weepy Wonder?
Come off, it was not a whole section for Yorkshire puddings.
Irish Waitrose. Not all of us are lucky enough to have never stepped foot into a heaven frozen food stores. Isn't she a bit of yours? Who? Wonder. Oh, yeah, I used to see her on the green.
Well, I'm pretty sure she didn't go by weeping to her mates.
Look, Jade, she was a great kisser. I mean, that tongue piercing made some real challenging work. Sorry, crying over Mosquera. It's true. Sorry. So I think, out of the frying pan, into the trauma dump. But I can't get him back out there because Croft still see us. So I think, snap decision, I'm going to hide in the cat food section because I know she's allergic and then, you'll never guess what happened next.
Did someone proclaim their undying love for you?
Surprisingly, not this time. Croft walks into heaven. So now it really is a rock and a hard place situation. And I don't know what to do, because I'm in the pet food section for God's sake, and Croft has probably made a beeline for it, and I'm thinking I'm actually going to have to speak to one of them, but then, Wanda drops a pack of back Bessies on the floor. And who comes over to help her? What, Croft himself. So, I'm peering behind the whisk press cans, watching a meet cute happening between two of my old flames in heaven. And at first I'm thinking, who's throwing a short straw here? But then I'm like, hang on. These two could be quite a good match. I mean, they're both fucking cry and everything. So, I have orchestrated a true romance today, and that is a very good reason to be late.
High fire. You can't take credit for setting them up. You were hiding.
Oh, Steve obviously followed me in there. Like, even if it was on a subconscious level, like, the pheromone just like, meant to activate.
But how could it work out? You said she was allergic.
To cats, my friend. Only to cats. Match made in heaven. Well, here's me going on about my love life, when Jade is obviously far more excited. How many then shows what films have sent you? Sam. Oh, I didn't get shy this time. I just want to see if I fit or not.
Sam, beat it.
If you're not home soon, I'll make you sorry. That's pure kinky shit, that one. But I said, leave it. None of your fucking business who I'm talking to anyway. Whoa. Sorry.
Right, we're going to get on with the game or what?
Oh, well, aye. We've got a full party now, so...
So, main campaign? Wait, aye?
Sorry, Jane, I was
Drop it, man.
Right.
It's a good thing you showed up when you did, Sam. Tia was about to get us to play Callista for you.
Thank God you didn't fucking listen. You want to just my girl.
Are we all ready?
Right. So, last time out, after investigating the surroundings of Little Rock, greatly suspicions of fiendish influence were confirmed after he's tracked down the source of the town's famine to a cave 3 miles south. Some of the locals had warned you about this place.
Whoa! What?
Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot you missed the last one.
Famine was caused by some kind of demonic corruption. We sussed out. Everyone's hungry. The elders asked us to sort it out. We found this cave.
So you're telling me that session we spent an hour waiting for you to take star samples was a total load of bollocks?
We were simply eliminating the most likely eventuality that there was some natural phenomena to blame. Asris is methodical.
Pathological, more like.
Well, I did tell you it was demons. Rachel knows about this stuff. Why didn't we just listen to them?
Even in a fantasy world, we can't allow fanaticism. You were going to sensationalise the townsfolk.
Alright, if you're all on the same page. Right, some of the townsfolk had warned you about the cave. Aye, said their dogs wouldn't go near and people had gone in and not come out. But it was clear you had no choice but to venture inside. Quickly, these were set upon by fiends, a swarm of maze and a shadowy creature swiping you from the gloom, its claws rending your very minds. After a hard fight, you banished the demons from whence they came, but since there was worse ahead.
Anyone hurt?
I've been better.
What even were those things?
I assume they were demons, since that's what Brady trapped here. Yes, Mayonnaise to be exact. And that creature made of darkness.
Well, whatever they were, this goop is gross, and it's ruined my shoes.
I'll cast prestidigitation to clean it if it means we'll move on quicker. Now, shall we proceed?
You can see a doorway cut out of the stone leading off to the side, which you can see some sort of makeshift laboratory. Ahead of you, the cave leads on into darkness.
Laboratory might be spells.
Oh no! You venture inside and see the shelves are lined with scrolls of parchment, tomes, and magical equipment, with some sort of makeshift operating table at the centre. There's a thick layer of dust covering everything, and anyone's been here for a long time.
This looks like someone may have been sacrificed here, a ways back.
Those people who went missing. What do we know?
Roll history.
16.
Wait! Bardic inspiration.
Samantha, you can't add that afterwards. You should have said.
Oh, how am I? Do you want to find out what happened or what?
Well, yes, but the rules.
Why are you
say
being
that-
pissy for? I'm just trying to help.
It's alright, man. Just add it on. Andy said you failed, not really.
But fine.
Think back, dear Lazarus, remember what you read. You little nerdy magic man, the answers in your head.
4. So with that, it's 20.
That is enough to remember from your readings of the local archives that there was some suspicious disappearances in Little Rock 13 years ago. 7 young women went missing in the space of a month. And they were never found.
Someone's tried to do something really bad here. Virgin sacrifices. Why is it always virgins?
And never blokes. I wouldn't mind if they sacrificed some incels. Tell me, let's get out of this place. It's giving me the creeps.
Not so hasty. We should check out these bookshelves first.
Yes, if this was an attempt at a demonic summoning, they would have had to...
I'm not waiting here for another hour while you look through some dusty old books. Whatever killed those women could still be out there now, and we need to get to them. You can stay here, but I'm gonna go.
Samantha, come on, that's stupid. Never split the party, rule number 1.
Fine, just keep watch.
17 for investigation, Dan.
Most of the books are written in Abyssal, so you're not able to decipher much. You do find a few spell scrolls and a wooden lockbox hidden behind a particularly large folio. What's Diego doing, Jade? Fancy picking the lock, maybe?
What? Sorry, look, can someone else just do it?
Oh, we're keeping you from something?
Dan,
No, it's fine. It's just, I'd rather have everyone's attention at the table, because otherwise stuff gets missed. It's one thing people are showing up, but everyone here should be involved, so we can wait.
Look, it's not that deep. Can you just roll for me for a second?
Everything alright?
What part of not your fucking business don't you understand?
And you
Look, I just need to make a call, okay? Just leave it. And don't fucking follow me.
nice one, guys.
Oh, no.
Hey, what fucked up?
Well, she's obviously upset, Dan.
and your little let's see who's in your DM's routine really helped with that.
I was offering support. She's just incapable of opening up. And whoever she's talking to, I mean, Christ, we didn't even know who she's talking to. They're obviously a dick. And I'm not all about that. I could have helped.
Well, some people have the sensitivity to know when someone needs to be left alone.
The last thing she needs is to hear us talking about it from upstairs. Let's just let her come back in her own time.
Sound. How are we going to get this lockbox open without our robe?
The party doesn't really work without the lads. Maybe we should just wait.
Oh, my dex isn't bad. I could
Oh,
try.
no, that'll never work. Just pass it around here. And I'll smash it open with that torch, I think.
And if we damage the content
Matt!
in the process?
For once in your life, can you accept a plan that isn't yours?
I'm open to ideas.
Yeah, bloody not.
But they have to be ones that actually make some sort of sense.
Fine. Okay. What if Callista's still wearing the robe of useful items? Yes, I can. Okay. So you take the portable window off of that, shrink it down, and then I'll hide the lockbox in the bottom of that. Sorted.
That's actually a good shout.
I'll allow it.
Yeah.
No, you can't. Reduce only half the size, it won't make it small enough.
You wanted a plan? I've given you one.
Look, I'm gonna go check in there while you figure this out.
Yes, but you can't just bend the rules
Guys,
however you
down
want.
about the rules for cool. You just didn't like it because you didn't come up with it yourself.
Games have rules for a reason. There's no challenge otherwise.
Well, I just want to have fun, actually.
Guys, please.
The game is fun, so you just have to play it properly and...
Lads! Jade's gone. She's not up there. I think she left.
Oh, come off it.
No.
This is an unfortunate development.
Oh, she's just probably outside, man. I bet you had a bang look.
She's definitely not. What's the point?
show's unstoppable, like.
Sorry, lads. I feel like this is my fault.
Oh, don't beat yourself up. I mean, maybe you were a bit harsh, but...
I was. But I'm not sure that's enough to set her off like that on its own. Or Sam push her buttons with the phone. But Jade's tough. You got to be working on that ward. She's not set up to you.
I mean, we have a life, but she never talks about anything serious.
Just keep her cards close to her chest, like. I guess she prefers to keep people at a safe distance. I get that. Sam, she's left a voice note.
Hi guys, Matt Curtis on speaker. I'm just sending a voice note because, well, it's just easier, isn't it? Oh, sorry, hang on. I just need to cross the road. Ah, you dirty fucking bastard! Give me an hour! You're going to people over you now? Right, where was I? Oh, right, so I have contacted the full woman, look, and I can conclude that she is definitely gone AWOL. You're welcome. So, I'm just calling the fella in case you're still about, but I do have a plan B if not. More to follow. Over and out. XOXO.
That bodes well.
Well, all we can do is wait, I suppose.
Not necessarily. We may as well use this time to strategize. Can I have a look at the map of the dungeon?
Our
next?
rogue's gone rogue, and you're still thinking about how to plan the next encounter.
It's what Diego would have wanted. And like you said, Jade's got thick skin, she'll be out. Sometimes you just need to have a breakdown and isolate yourself from everyone you know for a bit. It's perfectly normal.
I'm crazy walking into... This is a disaster.
It's not your fault.
Kid, even for the side shop, this is a new low. I mean, what's rule number 1? Never split the party, and I've got people abandoned in mid-session. Giving up the lives.
No, I'm not. You know we love the campaign.
Can confirm, all dangers good danger.
Exactly. And it means a lot to me. This mess isn't about you. Tonight's just curse.
These are canny, but the facts indicate otherwise.
No, I'm sure everything will sort itself out in a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, and those otherwise identifying, you demanded a solution, and I, as always, have delivered.
I'm not sure any of us
Meet
did
the
that.
answer to all of our problems. Raj!
Alright. Sorry, is he actually called Raj?
Well, I'm in my Northern Monica.
Call us Raj because I'm fucking Raj, like.
Well, that's on us for not putting it together ourselves.
How do you know this guy?
Well, we went to primary school together and recently reunited when he ordered 6 trips off of his at work, and now he lives on the Fell. I mean, truth be told, he was the only person geographically closest to the side shop that I knew wouldn't be doing anything.
Is there on some pure retro shit down here, like?
Stinks of virgin soap.
And because he is a man of excellent taste, ever since I batted my eyelashes over the sandpit, he's been a bit obsessed with us ever since, haven't you, Raj?
Can I have a go with this?
That's actually...
Haven't you, Raj?
You can flatter yourself, man. Jonny?
Charming. Well, I had a sneaky suspicion that it wouldn't be too hard to persuade him to join us and take Jade's place.
Take a place?
Well, you said the party doesn't work without her. We need GPS.
And this is the solution.
He's playing some kind of witchcrafty monopoly, like.
See? He's picking her up already.
Well, Raj, do you have any idea what character you want to play?
Always a little dog, me. Can't see any of them.
In D&D, he means, aren't you acquainted with 5th edition?
What? Like stranger things.
Oh, that one with the demagogue and computer and whacking at you with a
Samantha, this is a lost cause.
I think he'll be a great asset to the team. Oh, I mean, man, guys, you could do with opening up your social circle a little bit. And Dan, you always going on about how the group's getting smaller and people keep failing. And I have found you someone who was chomping at the bit to dive themselves into some role play. Not that kind of role play. And you wanted to give them a chance. I mean, what happened to that one for all for one, all that shite? And you know what, Matt? You can take that look off your face. You're being a right little classist.
Sam, I grew up in Bensham. His upbringing is not why I have reservations.
You would survive a minute in West End, lad. Early fight! Early fight!
Maybe she does have a point, lads. We're not exactly spoilt for choice, and the encounters are built for a minimum 4 players.
You see?
Maybe we can make this work.
Yeah, give us some of them weird dice, man. I want to pure spark out some blood. Hey, and will you come right by me and think in the end? Okay, quick, right. We'll show you through Jane's character sheet, and if you're extra good, I might let you walk us home later.
I'll walk you through the basic rules of combat. This might take a minute.
Slim pickings tonight, like freeway cola or squash.
Yeah. Obviously, I don't actually shop in Waitrose. So.
I know, but piano beat. I'm only messing with you anyway. Freeway's actually alright.
It is the things you learn on student loan. I also brought
Fizzy water? Hang on, is that for making bench and fun? I've not had for years.
Well, that's not what my mum calls it, but yeah.
Taste a child of that.
Are you okay?
Well, it's not our fault tonight we'll go, but I might still get a play.
Right, so the more I have these, I win.
No, you only actually need one of each.
So why do you have so many?
Well, you need to have options. If the dice are rolling by me, then I need to put them in the dice jail.
You call me, Melon?
I listen to your bench and banter slowly.
I'm alright. Sorry for the crisis of faith up there. I suppose I'm the last of the old guard, eh? We used to pack this place out and God, I remember one time we played for so long that Alex forgot about work and locked us in, so by 10 we just skipped on the floor till the next morning and played again. Now there's so few of us. It scares us a bit. Like the place is dying.
Well, I get you, but I'm not disappearing on you. What?
Hang on, it says here this lady's wearing gloves.
Gloves of thievery, yes.
I'm not wearing fucking mittens while I'm trying to stab a dragon. You just call yourself Johnny's.
But they increase your lock-picking skill.
I don't care if they can sing the national fucking anthem. I am feeling it.
Sorry, kid, it's not that I don't believe you, just I've heard that before.
Okay, but listen to me.
Now, like, I know I'm not the most interesting fucker on the fell. I've got one hobby that involves us sitting in this basement every week, and the rest of the time, I'm teaching idiots on 3 times my pay how to use Microsoft Teams. People tend to down kids. I don't take it personal.
And that's shit, Dan, but this isn't just about the game for me. You might not realise this, but
Hang on, what's this? I've waited years for what I want to see in this moment.
please put that down.
The gods will smile as the blood pours from your neck. None shall we. Oh, whoa, this is fucking metal, this. You should have led with this. Can I be this one?
Sorry, mate, I must mix the notes up and just put that down.
Not really sure if this is a lasso or not.
Whoa! Neither. They're neither. That's Rati and then my character, and in Dan's campaign, people aren't fucking weird about gender. Some people are both, or fluid, or whatever the fuck they want, and that's fine. And people don't feel the need to discuss it. So can you just put that down, please? It's private.
Read? Like that non-binary thing?
Yeah?
What? Just because I'm right, you thought I would not?
Well, no. People just don't normally understand.
Look, mate. You can be who you want. I've seen shit in my time that would make your fucking head explode. You'll have to do more than they, them, if we fragile.
Thanks.
Did sound pretty wild, like. Didn't know Racing had that rage in them.
If you know what they've been through, what their father had said to them, then you'd understand.
Alley, then, spill the goss.
Lads, give me a minute.
How can we play the pissing game? I want to fireball some zombies in the face!
Well, as a rogue, you don't have access to spells.
I think I'm doing whatever the fuck I want when I roll the highest number you've ever seen.
Well, that's why we have a dungeon master for keeping us to the rules. And
No wonder everybody thinks you're into weird sex stuff when you call yourself shaped like Dungeon Master.
What? Okay. I'm going to do.
Madman!
No, this is an unmitigated disaster. I wish you the very best of luck with your insane, no-rules game that makes 0 sense whatsoever.
And we're back to square one. After all I've done to save the evening.
Oh? He had a point.
Well, I don't recall you giving any
The
solutions.
solution would be making sure our friend's okay.
Harry, little miss! Little... There's not a fucking word, Harry. I didn't pay
You know what I meant. All I'm saying is, you can't sit there all silent and be all judgy and sanctimonious when things don't turn out perfect. At least I tried.
How are you, man, Sam?
Probably fine, man.
Look, have you got any proper scran? I'm sorry, but I'm not eating crisps made out of lentils.
You should cut them some slack.
Look, I'm sorry someone found your fan fiction. But you've been snapping at his arm meat and I've had enough of it. So didn't blame the victim now.
To be fair, love, you have been talking over them the whole time.
Please, everyone, just stop. I'm just gonna get myself a meal deal.
You know what, Raj? You're right. And considering how much your dad earns, he could have coughed up a bit more. I'm starving. How are you, Raj? Let's go get some proper food.
All right, then, okay.
Maybe it is a good idea for everyone to take a bit of time to cool off.
Look, by the time we're back, hopefully Jade will reappear and we can forget all about this. We're all friends here, aren't we? No need to be falling out.
Sure.
Howie!
Jesus, she doesn't force, eh? Sorry, kid, are you alright?
Really, I can't think of anything worse than talking about it.
I know she can be a lot, but she's not got a bad heart. Not really. She just can't admit being wrong. Especially if it's about, you know, your LGBTQ stuff. It's like a whole thing.
And yet, here we are.
Aye. Just the two of us again. Did you see his name lose my head when he went over from that mint condition shop at the back? It's funny the stuff you care about. He was wrong about one thing though.
What?
These are actually mint. I never would have tried something like this, but they're decent. Like, popped up without the guilt.
I know, right?
Just goes to show. People can change.
Look, maybe I should go.
No, hang fire. There's a session in tonight yet. In the meantime, back to our plan B.
Huh?
Origins. Lady's journey from exile to hero. I mean, that speech right there was pretty epic. I'd be ashamed for it not to go to use.
I didn't want anyone to see that.
Well, we don't have to do anything that intense. Look, kid, I've got to come clean. I didn't exactly pluck this idea out of thin air. You're the only one who always shows up, and so I took a look at your backstory and prepared something in case it was just the two of us again.
But I never showed anyone this.
Oh, but I didn't know about your penchant for patricide, like, but I was rereading that bit about the necromancer that I really fought, and got us thinking, we'll make a pretty mid-fight.
Darkwheel?
Right.
That does sound pretty cool, like one of them historical one-shots that Matt likes so much.
Except it's all about you, matey.
All right, I'm in. Christ, really did prep this.
Better than another night not playing, I reckons. So here is your backdated character sheet. And I've got a battle map somewhere. So, the blood moon is high in the sky, casting an eerie glow over the town of Nightcrest, where you can feel the sharp slate tiles beneath their feet as they adjust their weight, hidden on the rooftop. They are poised, waiting, their eyes fixed on the town gates, preparing for the perfect moment to strike. As the moon reaches its zenith above their head, the town gates slam open, but strangely make no sound as they smash into the stone of the town gates. Revealed behind is what at first only appears to be darkness, but somehow blacker than the rest of the surrounding night.
Right on time.
On closer inspection, something can be made out of the pitch. A slender, bony figure draped in a black cloak seemingly made of the shadows themselves.
Darkwheel.
The figure moves, seemingly gliding rather than walking, to the centre of the town square. He opens a leather-bound spellbook in one hand, a black tallow candle held aloft in the other. There is a chant in a raspy male voice in a language you cannot understand. What are you doing?
My spells are prepped, My arrows are already notched in their bow. I draw the string back and shoot to kill.
Roll to attack.
16 and 7.
One arrow falls short. The other flies through the night, sinking into the target's back. He lets out an anguished scream. Ah! Ceasing the chanting.
10 damage.
That hurt him, but he's still standing. Worse, that arrow blew your cover. He whirls towards you and looks up, feeling his face, and for a moment you think he looks like you. Then you see the eyes, so full of darkness the whites have been completely consumed. You look with yours, and a chill runs through you. Someone dares defy my work. Your corpse shall make a fine addition to my collection. You raise this staff, and a wave of dark energy surges towards you. Try and dive up the way with your dex save.
Oh, right. 21. Nice.
You avoid the worst of it, but still take 9 necrotic damage. As the dark energy seeps into your flesh, you can feel the very life essence being drained away, and you stumble, falling from your perch on the roof, and landing hard on the dirt path below. The mage lets out a harsh bark of a laugh.
You'll pay for that. I won't let you hurt these people.
And how exactly do you plan on stopping me?
2 more arrows and an ensnaring strike. I want this to hurt.
Not 20? Well done, kid.
All my damage!
And both arrows beat their mark this time, slam into the figure's chest, and at the point of impact, a writhe and mass of thorny vines suddenly sprout, wrapping around the mage's frame.
Take that, you creepy bastard!
You revel in your victory for but a moment, and realize the wizard is laughing. He spits a dark wad of blood, staining the ground between his back and pours out. Foolish child! Do you really think such pathetic show of strength could stop me? The world bows at my feet. I command the very forces of life and death with but a wave of my hand. This is nothing.
That's not even nothing. Well, at least you can't move.
From the staff of darkness side, thick black tendrils of foreshadow suddenly burst, whose terror and restraints hold you in an instant. Faster than should seem humanly possible, it covers the distance between you. You can see his sunken features more clearly now. Pale skin, a maddened smile, and the pools of darkness fill the eyes. He raises his staff again, wisdom saving.
17, is that enough?
That's a fail.
Shit!
As the inky tendrils dart from darkness staff again, you're unable to escape their grasp. They tighten around your torso, enveloping you in an undead cold. It's suffocating, drowning even, as the darkness works its way down your throat, into your eyes. It becomes hard to breathe as the very life essence is drained away. You take 39
How much? Shit,
points
shit,
of
shit,
necrotic damage.
shit!
The mage begins to laugh, and your shadows toss you to the ground. The staff waving. They told me the mightiest warrior would be sent to foil my plans, and this is all they have to offer. You are a fool to think you could stop me. Now you shall die as you came. Alone.
I spit in his face and use the amulet to cast Moonbeam.
Darkfield throws his staff aloft, and as the blaze and radiant light descends from the heavens, shadows roll upwards, deflecting most of the beam. A small part catches the skin of his face, and for a moment you hear hissing, and the acrid smell of burning flesh fills the air. The mage grimaces, leaning over you. Pathetic. To think I was about to offer you kindness in a painless death. You'll suffer for your insolence. That's a hit.
I'm down!
What?
Well, it doesn't matter what he rolls now. The last attack knocked me to 1, which means if he hits me, I'm down.
Wait, that
So
can't be right.
now Ricky's down with no allies, which means they're gone.
Shite.
They're just gone, and I've lost them, and everything is ruined and completely fine.
Wait, I must have been fancy how we're on.
No, that's not how the game works, Dan. If Richard dies now, then the whole campaign doesn't make any sense. Everything is ruined.
Okay. What about this? Just as you're about to fall unconscious, a strange glow was around you, and the town of Nightcrest is whisked away. Darkwill lets out a violent scream. Ah! Furious at being deprived of the kill. The last thing you feel is your back landing in a bed in a room you don't recognise, and we can go from there next time. Okay?
So they're not gone?
Not gone. Safe.
Thank fuck.
Look, okay, I know I'm probably the last guy you want to talk to about this, but that seemed like it was about a bit more than just a game.
I'm sorry. I didn't want anyone to see me like that.
Sorry. Didn't realise how invested you were.
It's just a game. I got caught up.
T-Man, be straight with us. I want to know what's going on here.
I tried to tell you before, but Rati's really important to me. The thought of something happening to them.
Aye, it's a good backstory,
No,
like.
you don't get it. You heard the speech. Their father exiled them because he couldn't accept them for who they are. After everything they've been through, they need to be okay. I need them to be okay.
Kid, are you sure we're still talking about Rati?
I don't get to be me all the time. It's okay at uni, even if people in town look at me weird, but back home, I'm not tea to them. I mean, Dad doesn't like all of this.
Well, he doesn't get it.
Well, if I want to wear these clothes, or use this name, or be myself, then he's made it very clear that I'm not welcome there. Says I can move back in when I come to my senses.
Jesus.
It might sound silly, but Rati was the first place that I got to express who I truly am. Not a girl, not a boy, just a person. Or it didn't matter to anyone.
It gives you a bit of hope. Things might be like that in real life one day too.
Well, I don't know about that life, but it's nice to escape sometimes.
Never realised how much it meant to you. Makes sense now, like, seeing how much you changed in the last year since playing it. I mean, them, sorry.
Changed?
Aye. You seem more confident in your boots. Just never realised how similar you are. Is that healthy, do you think? Look, kid, before I met you, I'm not proud of this, like, but I probably would have agreed with your dad. I didn't know how any of this stuff worked. It was all a bit.
What? Woke him up with blue hair and pronouns?
We do have both, to be fair. I realised I just didn't know enough about it. And since you knew, well, you're just a good Ben, you know? Doesn't matter what else you want to be, even if I don't get it. Maybe he'll come around thinking that way too.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Well, maybe if you gave him a chance.
A chance?
No, like I
Now
just.
what the fuck would you know about it? You know how much I've already tried with him.
Kid, I said the wrong
Now,
thing.
why am I even explaining this to you? No one ever gets it. My dad, my friends can barely pretend to. How in God's name would someone like you get it?
I read
No, you don't get to tell me to be hopeful, Dan.
I'm just saying, you can't hide in the game
And
forever.
I'm just saying, I'm not going to take solace from some basement dweller down in the satch up on the fell whose friends can't even bear to spend fucking time with him.
Well, that wasn't particularly effective. Eh? Jade, no sign of her outside, and she's not picking up.
Oh, aye. Right.
Where is everyone?
Sam and that lad got bored. Well, I guess in Bates. See, I'm not sure where they went.
I passed them on the way down. Well, more likely nearly knocked us over. Seemed upset. I chose not to intervene.
Aye.
Not exactly my skill set.
Me neither.
You worried?
Could be worse.
Did they say no?
Eh?
When you asked them out?
You what?
I was putting things together, but you two were alone in here, they're struggling up to Tyrion, now you're down with them. So I just thought,
I didn't ask them out, man. Them, with no gadget like me. Christ, they don't even know if T likes lads.
oh, right, I choose to laugh that one, I suppose. I try to avoid that sort of conversation entirely if I can.
I said the wrong thing, and we got a bit heated. Made a bit of a tip myself, honestly.
Well, that makes two of us.
You what?
Jesus, I can never figure out what's going on with you lot. Or anyone really, so either I guess blindly or I'm just bloody clueless. Either way, I look like a right tit and all. Didn't even clock Jade before.
People are confusing.
I mean, you know I'm a bit more oblivious than average.
you are on the spectrum or something, but that kind of comes with the territory, lad. You don't get many well-adjusted members of society coming down the side shop.
Now, I'm quite me, like. You better talk about anything except the game.
Aye, weren't you and JD off on the way in?
What did you say?
Aye, weren't you and JD off on the way in?
Oh, really? I don't always know when I'm doing it. I just look. We all know that the worst thing about D&D is that it's a game that's loved by people with no mates.
But you have to have mates to play it with.
Exactly, and I loved it for a long time before I even found out about this place. As a kid, I used to just sit and read the manuals cover to cover.
Christ, man, even after you've done that.
I've got about 50 characters that I built from the player's handbook before I even knew anyone who ran campaigns. I knew they'd never see the light of day, but I had nothing better to do. And I was just so desperate to play. So, now I actually have you lot. I think I'm on level. I think we can just get a bit overexcited. But I think really I love it because it's something I can understand. The game has rules, even for conversations. You want to get something out of someone, you want them to do something for you, you roll. You pass or you fail, you know the crap. You don't have to work it out in real time. No. Guessing people's facial expressions, and if all else fails, you can just cast a spell on them and keep everyone happy. Real life is not like that. I kind of just roll insight when I don't understand what's going on in people's heads. So when I'm talking about the game, I can understand what's going on. That's safe always. It's when everything else creeps in that I start to get a bit lost. I think that's why I bang on about it so much, really.
God, you're even more like than I thought.
You reckon?
Son, I do exactly the same thing. Maybe not for the same reasons, but look, my life is far from thrilling. I guess I used the game as an escape from that. And I just had to go to tea for doing the exact same thing. Christ, what a fucking prat I am.
It is what it is. I'm sure you didn't mean to be a dick.
I was. I don't have the right words. I can't wrap my head around the way you bloody Gen Zs chat on. I know I'm not that old, but I feel like a dad compared to you sometimes.
I don't understand how anyone chats on if that makes you feel any better. I know. Love you anyway. Cheers, mate.
I think you should get yourself seated.
I've thought about it.
I don't know how any of that stuff works, like.
I think it's pretty rough unless you've got the cash to go private. Ask the folks questions and all. Don't think I could act that like it.
Does your dad not think?
I couldn't tell you. I don't know what he thinks about anything. Since Mum left, there's barely a word spoken in the house beyond what's for tea. I think he's still waiting for a son who just likes the footy and Fosters. Certainly doesn't understand all this, and courts or anything. Can't. Or at least he doesn't want to. Of all the people I can't meet, he's the worst.
Mine's a pretty closed book and all. I wouldn't dare talking about this stuff, like, probably just call it gay.
I tried to show him Lord of the Rings once, and he switched it over to the match before we even got to the Nazgul. Said there was too many blokes with long hair.
Sounds like we'd get along.
I could sit in the pub in silence for 3 hours, then go home. That's like his dream night.
It's a strange tune when you don't just do what your dad did. Well, kid, in all my years of playing, I've never known anyone better at the game than you. Maybe it wouldn't hurt to diversify your chat a little bit. Whatever you do, maybe we'll not see you any different.
Maybe I will. Yeah, see. And I know I need to be a bit less fussy about doing everything my way. Party comes first.
Sounds good, kid.
So, I said to him, sure, it is pretty impressive that you trained a dog to do a pirouette, but is it worth crying over? Probably not. Well, you all thought it was hilarious. Oh, the last one.
Well, T.
Oh, man, was I being a bitch before? I don't think I upset anyone.
I suppose you...
Oh, no, you're right. Couldn't have been me. We were all just a bit shaken up because of the chain thing and just overreacted a little bit. I think we should just put it all behind us and focus on having a good night. Yeah?
Sure, but we still don't have a full party.
Ah, T! Just talking about how much you missed you. I heard.
Well, I suppose we can all play now, provided that Raj understands the rules now.
Right, man. I'm fueled for battle now.
Oh, can I have one of them? They look lush.
Stick to your bloody vegan shite. I told you Shindu do the best Chinese chips in all the North East, and did you listen? Did you?
As long as you're alright to crack on, Sam? Aye. Yeah, cool. Sam?
If you're about to tell me we need to spend another hour looking through those fucking records.
Actually, I reckon it's time we're ploughed ahead. You were right before. Time's of the essence.
Care to lead the charge, Callista?
I thought you'd never ask.
Right, so marching order is Callista, Diego, Ricky, and Asmus, right?
Yeah.
Right, sound. You venture deeper into the cave. The torches becoming sparser and sparser. Each flickering shadow on the wall casting strange shapes, as if another shadow demon could appear. Time seems to pass strangely here. You're not sure if you've been walking for hours or a few minutes. Please descend deeper in the earth, around the corner, a tunnel widening into an expansive chamber. It's empty, save for a raised dais at the centre and a brazier burning with black flame on either side. On the dais, something glimmers in the light. T. Roll survival with advantage.
15.
That's enough to be able to tell the demonic presence is at its strongest here. What we're all doing.
This doesn't make sense. There's nothing guarding it.
You want that fucking shiny thing?
Sorry, Diego, but I saw it first. I'm heading over there.
It's cool. I'll fucking shit you and you didn't get it.
This feels too good to be true. Be careful.
As you approach the dais, you quickly see what lies upon it is a sword. But not just any sword. Its golden hilt is set with blood-red rubies. The hilt of the blade looks to be made of the sharpest woven steel. The glimmer of the black firelight in the polished blade seems to wink at you, inviting
Fucking mint! You were going to look absolutely lovely in my collection. And you'll go with my shoes.
you. You're taking the sword? I am. As you pick it up, it seems to fit perfectly in the grip of your hands. Just as you test its balance, you hear a voice. A new hand touches the blade. It seems my call has worked. How long has it been? Trapped in this prison, awaiting my next champion.
What the fuck? Who are you? What are you?
I do not give you my name. You may know me as the Baylor. Many years ago, the foolish wizard thought himself powerful enough to contain me. I allowed him to drag me to this plane, pleased by his sacrifices, but chose not to be indentured to his servitude. Angered by my rebellion, he trapped me in this blade, and thus I persuaded him to slit his throat with it. Their corpses have been my sole company ever since. The spell dissipates, and you can see clearly now. Surrounding the dais are 7 mutilated skeletons with an 8th clutching at your feet. Shit, should have checked for illusions. Until I met you, Callista. Such desire, such strength, such fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of death, fear of never truly being loved. I can take that all away. We shall bring the chaos of the abyss to this world, but first, Callista, we must deal with your little friend.
No! Get out of my head!
Callista, what's going on?
I don't know!
Sam, I'm going to need you to hand over your character sheet.
What?
The sword reaches deep at your mind, and you feel yourself begin to lose control.
Shit, it's possessing her.
I'm gonna have to stop you. What the fuck, Dad? This is messing up.
I need everyone to roll start combat.
2. Why can I never roll good initiative?
12.
17!
Right. Callista is up first. You've all seen her seemingly talking to herself, and now she turns toward you with an unnerving smile. She raises the sword, cackling madly, and begins to sing a spell in whistle. Explosions of fire and lightning erupt through the chamber. Tiamat with range and dex saves.
16!
Radiant tries to roll out the flame, but still takes a nasty burn and is 5 fire damage. Asmus, right at the center of Blast of Lightning, and is 16 lightning damage.
That's it, I'm rushing up. I'm bloody dead!
Wait! She's still in there somewhere. We need to find a way to take her down without hurting her.
Fine, can I try and hide behind one of them blocks, you think?
Gracious, you certainly try.
21! I'm a fucking nightmare, man!
With that, you manage to slip at the shadows to avoid Callista's gaze. You still got action left back. Do it.
I see that kind of just stab her. No! Fuck's sake, find that out! Bring your sticky pancakes, knocks the leaves down.
Sorry, how do you know anything about readying action?
Oh, it's so fucking boring gathering about all the actions in the Chinese, man. Basically, read that. Hey, how about that? Oh, shit, silence! She needs music to be able to cast her spells. I cast silence. Oh, just a preface melee!
Callista's laughter is deafened as the spell takes hold. A bubble of silence appearing around her.
It's not over yet. We need to keep her still. Hold person.
Sound idea, that.
You know, you're actually pretty decent at this.
It's just like a game of footy, really. It's all about conserving your
No resources.
You two just get a room and save my girl!
That is a fail on the wisdom saving throw. Callista is frozen in place, paralyzed. Behind her eyes, you can see the rage, almost hear her screaming.
Reed, time to get that sword up. I'm gunning in, behind her back.
As you approach, reaching for the zombie friend, you see Callista's skin begin to blister and crack. Flickers of flame and lightning arcing over her body. You hear a voice. Well, well, well. Well played, rogue. But the odds are not as in your favor as you may think. Your pretty little friend here will die if I possess her for much longer. I give you a choice. Kill her yourself, and I will spare you and your companions. Allow her to die, and I will kill you all.
No! Aren't you bloody fucking dead? Great, good, I'm using that sneak attack. No! This is fucking bullshit! You can't just take my character and do whatever the fuck you want with her and let her die. I'm not playing anymore.
Oh, stop fucking doing it, huh?
Fuck off!
I'm just trying to play the game, so I thought you did.
Oh my god, you only came out because you wanted to shag. You were the one trying on with me, Pet. Oh, please. You only needed to stand in like an Afghani or someone like you. I'm out when I'm not wanted. You're better than that Joe Queen, I beat. But I'm not sticking around to be spoken to like fucking dirt. Raji?
Sandman, I wasn't gonna let you die.
Yeah, wouldn't have been enough to down you anyway.
That's not the point.
Guys, maybe just give her a minute, okay?
I bet you're loving this, Jesmond. Sam's having a big old breakdown over a stupid game, everyone point and laugh.
I'm not gonna take the piss. I kind of did the same thing while you guys were away, actually. Dan ran this solo campaign to pass the time, and Rachel went down. It was horrible. I had a big old breakdown myself. Losing control and just having to sit and watch. I didn't realize how protective I was over her. She's the only other character. Do you see yourself in her, maybe? But not so similar, no? Callista is a traveller, a brave one. No one gets in her way. And I know I've got a loud mouth, but I've never even fucking left Newcastle, and if I did, I wouldn't have a fucking clue what I was doing. Callista is for drive, purpose, You do realise I'm the exact same with Rati, right?
What?
Oh, I guess you weren't here when I... Well, Rati's out. Or like, coming out isn't even a thing in the game, you just are. They're like the version of me that I want to be. So I get why you're holding so close.
It's a proper bitch before, wasn't I? I mean, no, I was. I guess I just built myself up to be the biggest gay in the room. And I was a bit frightened. I mean, it's not an excuse.
Well, yes, you were a bit of a dick.
See? Now you're being honest, I knew you didn't like it.
No, well, no one's expecting you to get it perfect 100% of the time. But the worst thing you can do when you fuck up is to get defensive. Just admit it and move on. I don't want a big fuss.
Got it.
And besides, I thought you didn't like me. If anything, I'm jealous of you. You're like the poster girl for pride. I wish I could be as out as that. My dad, he's not so into this, so I can't really go home anymore.
Shit, Tim, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. God, I can't even imagine what it's like.
You're fixing great about it.
Yeah. Yeah, last year for the parade, my mum dyed her hair to black like colours, and she used too much, and then it stained her back like a bruise for a month. I mean, we grew up with fuck all, but have been supportive. Yeah, sometimes too supportive. I guess just because you grew up with money, I just thought that it was a bit of a cakewalk.
Well, I know I can be a bit Jasmine sometimes, but no, definitely not cakewalk.
I'm sorry. God, does everyone think I'm a psycho?
No more than I am. I don't think it's bad to use the game to figure out who you want to be, but probably shouldn't be hiding in it either.
Well, it's cheaper than therapy. Friends, siblings, and character codependent.
Friends.
And hey, maybe it's next year you can come pride with her. I mean, fair warning, your mum will probably crochet your transplant pride jumper, and you have to wear it.
That sounds really nice.
Jade! Oh, we would missed you! We were so worried about you! If you ever pull a stunt like that again, young lady, we'll have to institute curfew. You could have died! You could have been seen!
Alright, so I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah, I was just having a laugh. Oh, shit.
I'm sorry, Adam. No one must have freaked us all out, but I just hadn't gotten sorted in it. Anyway,
Is that why you were so glued to your phone before?
I have it sorted now so we can just get on with the game.
Are you sure?
It doesn't seem like it's sorted.
I didn't really want to talk about it.
Boy trouble? Girl trouble?
The jury's still out there.
It would be lasses, obviously. That's not what this is about.
Jake, you don't have to. It's not like you owe us an explanation.
I'm not really in the mood for holding hands and fucking singing Kumbaya. I'm not really the speak your truth kind of type.
Well, neither am I, but it can be good sometimes. Especially when you have friends who want to help.
Fine. When this turns out to be a load of shite, I will be holding each of you as responsible. Understood? And if you breathe a word of this outside of this room, I will personally oversee the shit of your painful death.
Wouldn't want to go any other way.
Your mum's sick. Like cancer sick. And has been for a while. And I didn't want to stay out because I knew you make those faces like you couldn't make it.
Jade, I am so
Can you not? This is why I didn't stay out. I don't want anyone's pity. I am sick to the back teeth of fucking pity every time I take it to her appointment. The doctors look at me like I'm a bomb that's about to go off like a week. Like I can't handle it, but I can. And Christ, man, I deal with the same shit with patients, and I'm just tired. And my dad couldn't hack it, so now she doesn't have anyone else, and she can't do it out herself anymore. So when I come home, I don't get to clock off. It's just the same shit, except it matters so much more because it's her I'm looking after.
tits either. We're hardly besties. She always didn't like the way I dressed. Always said I was the only girl she knew black not to be slimming on. And now I'm not. You saw what she said. She's in pain. And she can't take it out anywhere else. So. But just tell me, Mom, how long has it been like this? 6 months? And since then, have you told anyone else? Only my dad knows, and he's bloody feckless anyway.
If I had to look after someone for 6 months, I think the malnutrition would have killed them before the... I just meant there's not many vitamins in plain pasta. Sorry, bad crap.
No, good. I don't want you to tiptoe around it. I don't want to be treated like a charity case. Christ, I need a joke. And this is the only place where I can actually be myself and joke around. So I didn't want to tell you. And I need to know, so there's nothing you can do. So it's fine.
Well, we can't change what's happening, but we can listen.
And we can definitely still have a laugh.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to deal with this all on your own.
And hey, I can always come round and help you. Christ, I think you would finish him off faster than Matt would. But I do appreciate the offer.
Hopefully you feel a bit better.
I guess so. Thanks for not being dickheads. Now, can we please talk about someone else's problems before I rip my eyes out?
I don't know about you, but I've reached my opening up quota for at least the next month. But we did manage to make some progress with the campaign while you were away. Samantha drafted in a substitute.
Yeah, you know that kid everyone calls Raj? Turns out he had a real knack for it.
Oh, I know him. Nice lad.
Actually, I think we should leave the main campaign for a bit. I've got something else that needs finishing. AT.
Stan, you sure?
Diego looks like he's had a rough day. Least do you think?
Okay.
I hope for you. Maybe it's easier if we just play. So, last time out, you attempted to take on the Necromancer Darkmoor. When his powers proved too much to rate you on their own, he seemed all was lost. But at the last moment, a mysterious force whisked you away from danger. You're awake in the same room you saw before passing out, feeling somewhat recovered. You hear a knock at the door.
Who's there?
Ah, they're awake. The door swings open, and a guard in a seemingly high-ranking uniform with royal crest at the centre enters. It's a rapier and a scythe crossed over navy blue. There's something familiar about it, but you can't quite place it. You're looking better. Quite the state when you arrived.
Since you mentioned where am I?
It's better if he explains to himself.
Who does?
The one who brought you here. He's ready to see you now. If you feel up to it.
Sure, I'll follow him.
You're led out the room and down a long stone corridor. Suits of armour, banners and tapestries, all of that same familiar crest adorn the walls. A pair of servants see you as you pass by and watch with curious eyes, whispering to each other. You can't help but feel like you've been here before. Eventually you arrive at a grand set of gilded double doors. The guard takes up position outside and gestures for you to enter.
Dan, is this going where I think it is?
You're going in.
Yeah? I'll push open the doors.
You enter a grand looking throne room. 6 engraved stone pillars line the path leading to an elaborately decorated and large throne, behind which lies a magnificent-looking stained-glass window with what appears to be a map of the kingdom, the colours refracted on the flagstones beneath your feet. A lone figure in a crown and navy cloak stands gazing at the window. Turning towards you, you see
My father.
I. I'm glad to see you're feeling better.
It was you.
Well, I couldn't let you die now, could I? Been keeping track of your progress for a while now. Lucky I was watching.
You've been stalking me?
More like keeping a watchful eye, in case you ever got unlucky. As you did with Darkfield.
If you're waiting for my thanks, you'll be sorely disappointed. I'd rather die an honourable death than owe any debt to you of all people.
You owe me nothing. In fact, that's why I wanted to see you. I wanted to say, I'm sorry. Oh, is this too much?
No, it's okay.
I realize I cannot make up the years of suffering I've caused you. But seeing the strong person you've become, in spite of it all, you realize how unforgivably I treated you. I was scared because you are different. I see now that strength comes from your difference, and it's not something to be feared. Seriously, kid, we don't have
I've spent years thinking about what I would say in this moment. You gave me plenty of time to think about it. After all, I thought I'd kill you. I thought that would make it right. But now I just pity you. Because you lost all of this. And I don't know if there will ever be anything back. I don't owe you forgiveness. But I'm glad you've seen just how wrong you were. Now, I'm leaving. By choice. That felt good.
Fucking hell, Dad. You made me feel things, you absolute bastard.
Aw, it was really beautiful, guys. You softies.
I understand. But before you go, there's one more thing.
What?
Your companions, those you are yet to meet, they will be of great importance to you in the future. I've foreseen it. I give you these gifts now, that you may bestow upon them when the time is needed. To Callista, wandering troubadour and lover of many, it is brave to travel the world in search of glory, helping those who need it along the way. It is braver still to be honest with those you love. To her, I bequeath this magic map, enchanted to always guide the way home, so that she need not ever fear leaving it when the time comes.
Thanks, Dad.
To Azris, Lord of the Arcane, the pursuit of knowledge and power is a noble one, but it can only be accomplished alongside the most loyal of friends, no matter how hard they are to comprehend. To him, I bequeath this focus, a wooden staff made from the oak tree outside his childhood home, to remind him that our roots are important, but it's what grows from them that matters most. And to Diego, master of stealth, the wind in the night. No matter how much one does to help others, you can all be for naught if you cannot help yourself. To him, I bequeath this vial, built to contain rage itself. Speak into it your woes, and it will convert them into a healing draught. Off of the battlefield, vulnerability is strength.
You wise bastard.
Yous are the best fucking party I've ever had. I know we've all got our shit, but I think it's on mint. I wouldn't go back to old days for anything. This place is the best it's ever been. With us here, so thank you. I think we should leave it there for today.
Right.
Same time next week?
Oh, sorry, I might be a bit late. I'm coming
From work. Yeah, we know.
It's fine, man. We'll wait for you. It doesn't work when it's not all of us. And please, no more substitutes.
There's satay sauce on my character sheet.
Oh, shit. Speaking of Ryan, she's left us a voice note.
Yeah, man, you've had feelings about before, lass. If I got stabbed, I'd probably get pretty salty now. Just wanted to ask if I could have another lens of that damn lad's book. I think I'd make a fucking ball, Paladin. Peace.
Tell him it's his whenever he wants it. And I'll see you next week.
Thanks for tonight, mate. Best GM there was. Best party.
I'm sorry I missed the brunt of it, but it's really nice to know that you've all got my back.
Yeah. Thanks, Dan. And sorry for losing me shit before. But can't wait till next week when I will smash the shit out of that sword.
I'm so sorry, Dan. I was awful to you.
It's okay. I deserved it.
You know, you just have no idea how many times I've had that conversation. But I was so horrible, and I'm really sorry.
Oh, kid, man. I've had worse. Look, it's not for me to say how you deal with all of this. It's okay to want to escape sometimes. I'm glad I can give you that.
Yeah, me too. And maybe you're right.
But what?
Hope that people can change. Not hiding in a fantasy.
Aye, but like people in glass houses, you know.
Eh?
It's not about keeping this place going or missing the old days. I'm hiding too. Reality's always waiting when I step out the game. That scares the shite out of us. In here, I get to tell people stories. Out there, I'm no one. That's why I'm always so desperate to play. I'm the last bastard should be taking advice about living in the real world.
Mate, you tell these stories better than anyone I've ever met. That could be your reality if you wanted it to be. Fuck doing IT for corporate assholes.
Nah, it's just silly, isn't it? Like goblins and magic and shite.
Mate, you just simultaneously improvise our whole party's origin story and help me through some shit that stumped my therapist for months. If you wrote something, I know I'd read the hell out of it.
Do you think you'll forget out with your dad?
I don't owe him anything, but maybe he'll come around in time.
I hope so. What's next for Reed? Fancy another crack at Dark Wheel?
Actually, I think that story's probably done for now.